Okay, Emily, so your paper 1 performances have been exceptional. Your paper 2 was less good, which was the homework. So this is a paper 2. Let's see if you've managed to improve your paper 2 with this one. 32, 70, 55. That one's wrong, that one's right, and then that one carries through correctly. So that one should be 55, 38. Now, 5% discount. Remember, you're allowed to use a calculator on this paper. So what you're looking for is 0.05, which is 5%, times your answer. And let's see, that should be another times a decimal point. So 0.05 times £213.70 equals £10.69. Yep, that's correct. Good. So 3 for that, 2 for that. Those are right. The height of the door is also right. Good. 60 is good as well. So total for the page is 11. That one's right. This one's wrong because you haven't put them all on. That's one line of symmetry. They're asking for all the lines of symmetry, so you also need to have these ones too. Okay, so there are in fact 5 lines of, oops, I missed another one out there, and there's one there as well. Okay, so that shape has got a lot of lines of symmetry. CAB is correct, and that's correct as well, so 5 for that page. Correct, 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 correct. 2, 4 there. £3.16, 9.20. £6.14 is correct. So that's good. You probably get 7 marks for that. Showing me that that's New Zealand. Price of the package is going to be that, so the change is that. 101, 121, 40. Excellent. 12 marks. Adding 12. Right, you've gone very complicated there. All we're doing is we're looking, and hopefully you can see the numbers are being multiplied by 3 each time. And then in fact, because the signs are changing, you multiply by -3 each time. 3 times -3 is -9. -9 times -3. 9 3s are 27. Minus times a minus is a plus, and so on. So it's times by -3 they're looking for there. And that is correct. Good. 8M is right. Now, in order to turn pence into pounds, you're just dividing by 100. So all you need to do there is that. Good, good, excellent. 6, 10 for the page. It's really good. Right, I think the problem we got here is that because I've reduced the size of the page, people are miscounting that last square. It's actually 114 miles. From yours, that is correct. And 20 minutes isn't right. 20 minutes, each little square here is the first thing you've got to work out. So 10 squares takes you half an hour, which is 30 minutes. So 10 squares is 30 minutes, 1 square would be 3 minutes. So that's 30 to there. So that bit is 30. And then this bit is another 4 squares, which is 12. So it's actually 42 minutes. And then with this one, your bus has gone home. It hasn't kept travelling to Swansea. So where this needs to be, it's in the right place, time-wise, but it should actually be down here. Okay, so it's the right distance, but yours has gone turned around left the services and gone in the wrong direction. So that's where it should be. Okay, so nothing for that. Question like this, all you do is you write 95 out of 250, so you write it as a fraction, 95 out of 250, and then you times it by 100 to turn it into a percentage. On your calculator, you've got a fraction button which you can use, so 95 out of 250 times 100, so it's typed in the calculator in exactly the same way as I've written it, and then you see that that's 38%. Okay. So the total bill comes to that, and I know that for the first 2 days you got £35.60 is what it costs. So what you need to do is take the £35.60 off the £163.60, and that will tell you how many other days at £16. So the first 2 days is that in total. So you don't have, so it's not two of them, it's only one of them. So what you're doing there is right, so you put 5 lots of 16 in and another 16, but then you haven't added on, so that's 6 days, 5, 6 days, 7, 8 days your maths works out to be. So you haven't done the right thing because you've got 2 days there. Then what you're trying to do is right, but your answers are wrong, but your method is right, so you're going to get a mark for that. So only 2 marks on that page, so that's a disappointing page for you. 7/20ths is good, well done. Right, that's not right, and that is something that we'll practice over the next week or so, but have a look at the video to see how I did that. That one looks horrible, but so long as you're aware that if it's a square, that's going to be 90 degrees and that's 90 degrees. And the angle property of a equilateral triangle is that all the angles are 60 degrees. So if that's 90, 60, 90, 60, all the way around there has to be add up to 360. So if you take away what you know, you'll find out that what's left there is 60, so another triangle will fit in. 7 altogether is correct, and that's good too, well done. Right, so the mistake that you've made there is that you're multiplying 5 by the end limit. So you're doing 11 lots of 2.5, and that's not what we do. What we do is multiply by the midpoint. So that's wrong because you should be dividing by 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then we're not going to divide by 4 because it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, it's in fact 30 days, so that needs to be 30. So you recognize and you have to multiply by something. You're multiplying by the wrong thing, and then you're dividing by the wrong thing down here. And again, this is something we're going to be practicing in the next lesson actually. Okay, 200 times 1.09 is right, except what you should be multiplying by is the full amount. So you should be multiplying by 1.09137 and then rounding. 2 for that page. And then, yes, they're each 9. So that's correct. 36, 162, very well done. And 108 is also right. Excellent, good finish. Okay, Emily, let's see. I think this is another strong performance. 11, 16, 22, 34, 44, 46, 50, 56, 58, 62, 65. Excellent. So that's another C. And obviously that is much better than the last paper 2 you did. But you will go through that hopefully and still see things that you should be able to do. The distance time graph, for example, is something that you'll easily get right in future. But well done.